Hey man, so today's been a long day. We did a recording earlier and it completely got screwed, but we're back here and we have something else to talk about. So
we're gonna watch 4 trailers that are science fiction Netflix, and boom, let's go watch it. Let's watch Netflix.
In case you didn't understand what he just said, we're about to watch the top 4 science fiction trailers on Netflix.
Did you need to reiterate?
Yeah, for the educated ones.
For the let's watch some Netflix.
Okay, yeah, we saw this one.
You said you owed me for the time I did inside. I have to get someone out of the city tonight. A friend. Will you do that for me? Or even?
Alright, you can pause real quick.
A quick question first.
So we watched this movie, so we can actually speak on the fact that that little girl was absolutely not his friend. Okay? She was not his friend, y'all. He said I have to get somebody out of the city, a friend. That little girl was not his friend. He'd never met her.
Wasn't she a technopath? Oh, spoilers!
Yes.
Spoilers! Netflix!
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
I was digging. You see, if you see me looking around, I was digging in my memory bank to see if I remember.
What she did, yeah. They weren't friends. So that's already a trailer.
Her brother.
He wasn't friends with the brother either.
No. His brother was murdered.
Yeah, her brother was unalived.
He was
unalived. We're on YouTube.
Man, I don't care. This is freedom of speech.
Not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube. This is American YouTube.
Her brother's life was diminished. That was good. That's a good take.
He got murdered.
Okay, I like murder.
He got murdered.
Mailed it.
Red rummed.
Yeah, it was real bad. It was real bad. And honestly, it was his fault. You know.
I don't know.
He was greedy.
No,
he was being greedy. Remember he was stealing?
No. Her brother.
No, he was stealing.
But the dog was designed not to kill.
But he was stealing from the cops who were corrupt. If he wasn't stealing that night, which he honestly didn't have to steal, he was in his feelings because he wanted a better position for selling drugs. They wouldn't give him a better position.
He was bad at being camouflaged too.
Right.
Like man,
dude. Anyways, continue.
What is it about me that you would choose this pathetic life?
You try to act like you're looking out for people like us. But I think you're a parasite.
Sergeant Kingston is a rising star in downtown Lincoln.
I made a deal with a cop. He gets a cut, and we get to run this place.
I'm here because I'm one of you. We all want a safe neighborhood to grow up. Well, we've listened.
Alright, you can pause real quick. See, people in the Asian dude said, you know, we can't watch the whole thing without saying something, but people in the Asian dude said that he was there because he was one of them.
I remember the movie. He had superpowers. Spoilers. It was spoilers in the title.
But it's so crazy because this is the first time I'm seeing the trailer, and the trailer honestly kind of tells you pretty much.
Well, it's foreshadowing.
Yeah. You can continue.
Yeah, just put spoilers in the title when we make this video, so that people know what they're getting into.
Spoilers. That dog was evil.
No,
remember that scene?
That one?
Yes.
He was being controlled, so whoever was controlling the dog was evil. Remember the movie Upgrade?
Everything that I have,
Yeah.
I built. How long before he takes it?
I like that. How they fall out of the sky like that.
You have to trust me.
I do trust you, but I'm not running anymore.
Alright, you can pause. This trailer really is leaning in on the little girl and the guy.
Well, she, what do you mean?
Why would they trust each other? For anybody who doesn't know in the movie, they knew each other for all of 24 hours. I'm sorry, but
They both needed each other for they both needed each other, so they teamed up out of necessity.
Man.
So the
first movie was good. I actually think that this movie had better graphics. The CGI was far better.
well, let's see what happens when the third movie come out, because this story is far from over.
Yeah, it is. All right, continue.
If you just put your hands up, we won't hurt you.
That's a lie.
Right. We've all heard that before. We won't hurt you.
Just like when the government says trust us.
Trust us. Oh my gosh, we're not gonna raise your taxes. Trust us. All right. So yeah, that movie was pretty good. I gotta say, since we've already seen it, my rating for the movie, I'd give it like a 7.5, maybe 7 out of 10.
I give it an 8 for originality. I give it a 9 for originality.
So, like overall, you give it a 9?
Hell yeah.
Oh, the next trailer now.
I'm guessing he's in space.
Right.
Some shenanigans about to go down. Like he's chilling. Wait, Adam?
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler movie. I love Adam Sandler's movies, man.
Space madness? Pause!
Yeah, pause.
Did you know
What?
that the Earth produces a sound that we cannot hear, but we cannot go without?
What sound is that?
It's a very low frequency sound that we cannot hear. And what it does is it keeps us sane. If we were to exit Earth, there would be an eerie silence that we couldn't comprehend because it's a sound that we are no longer getting. And it would drive us to paranoia and madness.
It's funny you say that, right? Because I was looking at this story, it was months ago, but it just reminded me of this. It's this mountain that drives you crazy in Russia.
Probably due to infrasound.
Yeah, that's what they theorized.
It's the way it's structured. When the wind blows through it, it will produce an infrasound, and that sound can make you paranoid.
Basically. So there was this group of campers in Russia, I think, yeah, they called it the Urals or whatever. The Urals Mountains. I'm probably ruining that. But
Probably Urals.
maybe. It's a narrow spine across western Russia, forming a natural divide between Europe and Asia. So on the way through this spine, this mountainside, right? These campers ended up going crazy and all just unaliving each other.
They killed themselves.
Everybody, no, not themselves. They killed each other.
It was a free-for-all.
Yeah, and then after they killed each other, the last person, I guess the victor, he died from hypothermia. So they were like, why did these people do this? They were all so nice. And then they came to realize after studying that area that there was some sort of frequency coming through the channel that drives you crazy. And you can't hear it.
Infrasound.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, on pause.
I'm a space guy, so you know.
I never knew that about the Earth.
You don't know.
Earth is nice.
I made it one of the chapters in yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What was it called? It was the first chapter of season 3, I think. Yeah, I think I called it the Sound of Madness.
Oh, we should talk about that.
You wanna know why? Madness, silence, sound of silence, sound of madness.
Do not be afraid.
You call me skinny. Pause that.
What?
when he did that, okay, so I saw this movie. When dude came out with the skinny human thing, I thought he was freaking out. Okay? I thought he was freaking out. I'm not gonna spoil what's gonna happen because, you know, for anybody who wants to watch this, it's actually a really good film. It's not action-packed or anything like that, but it's extremely dramatic and leans into sci-fi almost all the way. But you were talking about what issue of Mimic was this? Is this new or?
It didn't come out yet.
Oh, it didn't come out, so you can't really talk about it.
Nope.
Dang it!
That comes far after the third book.
Dang it! Well,
but it was still the thing that I was talking about with the whole sound, the sound that the Earth and that planets produce. You can even go on YouTube,
Is
right?
it all planets produce this, or just
all planets that are alive produce this sound. The more dead the planet, the quieter it is. But every planet, every celestial body produces a sound.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube where every planet in the solar system has its own unique sound. And I'm pretty sure it's either Saturn or Uranus that sounds utterly terrifying.
So us being there would probably make us fearful for our existence.
Man.
Okay. That's good to know. You know what that means to me? That means that every planet has their own sound, and the sound can tell you something before you get there.
Tell their personality. Like, say planets have their own personality,
Saturn's a devil.
and that sound is kind of a representation of the personality of each
So
planet.
Earth is really nice. Earth is just this friendly place, really welcoming, and then Saturn is hell.
Well, I don't know if it's Saturn or Uranus. I don't know. Uranus.
Both sound awful, like awful places to
Yeah, I wouldn't want to visit Uranus.
No. Play.
You wish to know if I am real.
Yeah, he's losing.
I am
He's
like
going
you.
crazy.
Your loneliness intrigued me. Why are you here? I might be of help. I wish to assist you in your emotional distress.
Plus.
Thanks.
I don't need your help. But you do.
You go where I go, and I go where you go, right, Spaceman?
These are.
All right,
Is
you
this
can
his
pause.
Happy Madison?
I am simply.
Yeah, you can pause real quick. So,
Is this Happy Madison?
I think so. But I might be wrong. Something I've noticed with Adam Sandler movies, he always makes these movies that center around family. And
Well, of course,
Usually-
because that's the strongest force in the universe. Nothing's stronger than family.
very
You
true.
didn't learn that from Fast and Furious?
You stupid. But it always centers around family, specifically a man
I'm surprised he's not in
having
Fast
to
and Furious yet.
realize that more or less leaving his family or ignoring them, just not holding them in as much value, ends up having a negative impact on his life. So this movie is no different. Imagine the typical Adam Sandler movie, except you take out all of the comedy, put him in space, and then make it really dramatic. It's pretty much what this movie. Click. This movie is basically like Click.
Click in space.
In space.
Wait, didn't I say that when you was explaining this movie to me? I was
Yeah,
like, this
yeah.
is Click in
It's
space.
basically Click in space, except it doesn't have any of the comedy, and he's not using some sort of like fancy machine to do anything crazy. It's just he's ignoring stuff. He's ignoring things he shouldn't ignore, and he's letting his life slip by, and he's losing connections with people. But he's in space and he's all alone.
Click in space.
Click in space. So we can go back. Let's play.
Yeah, it is your fault. Adam Sandler.
Begins must end. I'm not allowing.
Saddam Mandler.
You go where I go.
Carrie
I go where you go.
McConaughey?
Mm.
Shit.
I just want to come home.
Yeah, I gotta say, so I've seen this movie.
Rated R.
It definitely needed to be. I've seen this movie, and I can say without any shadow of doubt, this movie definitely deserves a 9 out of 10. The storytelling was excellent. The CGI and everything, super smooth. Man. So, yeah, I would give that a 9 out of 10. I know you haven't seen it yet, but as a storyteller, I was fully entrained in that movie. It was good.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
got an opinion on it 'cause I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the trailer?
It seemed interesting. I'm a space guy, so of course I'm going to be attracted to space movies.
All right, we can play the next one.
Good morning, Atlas.
So these two movies, neither of us have seen. The next ones are coming.
Agent Atlas Shepard has spent years of her life hunting the artificial intelligence known as Harlem.
Wait, what's this movie called?
Originally
Atlas.
engineered to advance humanity,
This isn't the movie.
instead nearly ended it.
Is this the movie that I'm thinking about?
If you really want
I heard
capture Harlem, you need
very bad reviews about this movie.
Mayday! We are under attack.
All right, pause. What did you hear?
Like some of the things in this movie was kind of stupid. Like she's in like even in the trailer it was like, oh, she's an expert in what I do and that I need, like y'all need me. And in the next scene she's like, what do I do? How you have that in the trailer back to back? You need me. Next scene, what do I do?
That's crazy.
And then
conflict.
And then let's see, it was like something about her and an AI growing up together, but then the AI turned evil for some reason and was gonna destroy the world because of generic humans are the problem.
So Resident Evil, Terminator.
And then while he found himself dominating, he had a plan to nuke Earth from space, but for him to do that, he had to go to another planet. And then everybody had to go to another planet to get him, to stop him from coming back to nuke the planet, even though he was already dominating, so there was no reason for him to even leave in the first place. And then on the way, main character had to bond with a new AI that she didn't trust at first because of what happened with the first AI.
Alright.
And then I don't know what happened after that.
Okay.
My plan to destroy the world, go to Mars.
And then destroy the world.
And then I'll gain resources there so I can build a bomb to come back, even though there's bombs on Earth already. Okay.
That just sounds like an overly convoluted plan.
He was winning.
Yeah.
That's like,
at that point, that's just...
Bro, imagine you go into war and you find yourself dominating, and right before you win, you pull out. And saying, this is just the beginning of my plan, and now it gives them time to recuperate.
You're in a street fight.
It gives them time to recover, and then they can retaliate.
You knock the dude down in the street fight, right? Then you get in your car and you drive home. I'll be right back. And then you go home.
And that motherfucker follow you.
Come back. But while you're going, dude hops on his bicycle, he's jumping, he's going like past the houses and crap, meets you at your house and then knocks you out.
That's plot armor.
That's so okay. Let's continue this. She seems to not be doing so hot in this trailer. All right.
What do I do?
Technical.
You see, you heard it? What do I do? You need me. What do I do? I'm not listening.
She landed all right.
AI, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And inhospitable.
Atlas, my name is Smith.
Is that really necessary? You're a computer program.
I'm driving through LA out in Roscoe. No, I'm not.
Why is she talking to it like that?
No?
I already told you why. She's prejudiced against AI. Because of what happened when she was growing up. The other AI is the one that's trying to destroy the world. So she's just like, if an AI is here, is evil.
Protocol is to keep you alive.
Same. I don't need your help. I don't trust any AI.
Okay, you can pause. So yeah, from your description and then obviously from the terrible acting in this.
I heard that she was trying her best.
I don't give a shit.
Damn!
This is so bad, bro. This acting is so bad, but obviously they're really leaning into the fact that AI is this technology that's now becoming more accessible to people, and even though it's so much more accessible, a lot of people are still hesitant to use it because they're afraid of it. So they're just riding that I'm still afraid of AI wave, which is all right, cool. But
I'm over it. Listen, treat AI like you treat kids, right?
Yeah.
Nurture it and take care of it, and then when you're old and decrepit, they'll take care of you.
Yeah.
And what I mean by old and decrepit, I mean the human race, not you as a person, right? Because if you raise a kid to be a demon, of course it's gonna grow up to be a demon.
Well, guess what? While you're correct in that notion, people still haven't figured out how to raise their kids.
But I'm just saying, it's like
every time somebody comes up with a theory and it seems to work, they're immediately shot down by the overwhelming majority of society. Like, oh no, your theory is inhumane. It's like,
well, fuck them. What are y'all doing with society?
Who's that guy who said that children are kind of like dogs? Now that's an awful thing to say, but then he went on to say they just need to be trained. They need to be trained to think and behave a certain way, just like you'd have to train an animal to think and behave a certain way.
We are animals.
Yes, but he was just hated for saying that.
Well, yeah, but then again, you love dogs. People love their dog. Yo, some of them take better care of dogs than humans.
Bro, you see the diets they be giving these dogs?
Bro, they can't.
My dog has an all organic, raw, vegan diet.
Nah, some of these dog owners, They take such good care of their dogs that if that dog was a human, he would be superhuman. He would be brolic, healthy, smart. Yo,
I've seen ripped dogs.
but I'm saying is like the stuff you feed him is like exactly what he needs.
Yes.
Where's that at?
People
What was?
go into all the science and everything with what they give to their dogs.
So yes.
And then
So
they have
yes.
kids and they're like, yo, get some chicken nuggets. in
Right.
your
So
stomach
yes,
real quick.
treat your kids like you treat dogs.
Treat your kids like you treat dogs. You have better kids.
Feed them exactly what they need.
That's a hot take right there.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
That's lukewarm.
That's lukewarm. Somebody in the comments, I would never treat my children like I treat dogs.
So all right, so let's
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, let's break it down. You taking your kid out to go to the park?
No. He's on his game. He's on his phone. He's got his tablet. He's got his TV.
Dogs like going for walks. It gets them moving, the blood flowing, and they keep moving so they can live longer.
Most parents take their kids to the park.
You take kids to the park so they can move more. They get active. They grow up healthy. Boom, they live longer. You feed them the right things like you feed your dog the right things. All living creatures need to be taken care of if you want them to live a long life.
Right.
So
what about mental health?
Hmm?
What about mental health?
Well, dogs can get depressed as well.
Yeah, but you know how you help with dogs' mental health?
Social
when a dog
interaction.
does something good, you give them some sort of
Well,
reward.
when you say mental health, I thought you was talking about like
adds.
depression and whatnot.
All of that is a part of
not
mental
like
health.
moral, what's right and wrong.
Well, this still falls into like mental health. When a dog does something that's not cool, you have to teach them consequences.
Reprimand.
Right. And when they do something that's good, you reward them. So I learn the difference between
Adulation.
right and wrong. And then as far as dealing with their psychological state, yeah, you bring them around other dogs.
There are signs of them being lonely, sad.
Absolutely.
They
if
are
a
very
dog's kid
communicative.
dies, the dog's gonna feel it. They're gonna feel the depression. So you take the dogs around other dogs. They socialize. They have a good time. Grand. Right.
That's what dog parks are for.
Parents don't. I mean, parents do that, but at the same time, I find that that's disappearing more and more. You know, they're not really taking care of their kids the same way.
Kids are being raised by the internet.
Yeah, kids don't go outside. They socialize on Fortnite, and that's where they learn how to be toxic. But anyways, let's go back into this. Unpause. Her acting is gonna make me vomit.
Hey, relax. Come
You wanna
on.
watch this later? Please say no.
Let's do this. This is what it feels like to be you.
Rocket boosters.
This is what it feels like to be us.
It's beautiful.
Don't worry. We are simply the better
I
version.
guess.
The robot has more acting skills.
If we don't stop Harlem.
Is that Steven? Oh, Steven Yuan or whatever the dude's name? Yeah, it's Shang-Chi, dude.
Finally, you got another role.
You're in my head, and the only thing you learn how to do
Yeah,
is
because he
curse.
realized that Marvel wasn't it. They ain't making no damn second Shang-Chi.
Let's go, bitch.
Especially since it was successful.
It wasn't that bad. I went to see the movie. I was like,
I enjoyed
alright,
it.
it's not bad. Like, I had a better time because I went in with low expectations.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's not bad.
No, it was a good movie.
Yeah. Outlaws.
Alright, so overall, Atlas trailer being that...
Okay.
I
Nothing
give
to
it
say.
a-
Next.
It's kind of basic.
Next.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, how many was that? That was 3?
That was 3.
That
We're
was
on to the 4th one. What's number 4 looking like? Oh, this is Rebel Moon.
This is
Rebel Moon
this-
Part 2.
Oh yeah, I already saw pitch meetings for this. You Ryan George?
I watched this.
You saw the movie? Farming? The movie?
They're nightmares.
I wish it was Farming the movie.
But weren't they just
You
farming
can
grain?
pause there.
They were farming grain.
So in the first movie, right? It's a bunch of farmers. Then you got this dreadnought filled with these troops. They're basically these Imperial troops. They're bad guys. They're taking over the universe. Think of Star Wars when I'm saying all this, right?
I mean, a lot of people were comparing this to Star Wars.
It basically.
It's like Star Wars at home.
You know what it is?
Discount Star Wars.
You know what it is? Remember Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember Clone Wars when Ahsoka went to that village and there was a bunch of pacifists there.
Mm-hmm.
Think of that.
This isn't Star Wars. This is sun battles. This is planet conflicts.
This movie took from a couple different franchises that they thought was nice, and then they just smacked it into one.
So a very formulaic, soulless,
ridiculously
creation.
formulaic. There was absolutely no soul to this movie, and quite frankly, the acting was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. That was the first movie I'm talking about, right? Farming, the movie. The second movie, they tried to lean in more with the action, but everything was super predictable. Even when they had these dudes coming to the planet and they were like preparing for battle, it reminded me of the Hateless. I think it was the Hateless Eight or the Magnificent Seven. Remember that Western movie where they had to protect the entire town from like hundreds of different bandits coming there to do some damage. So they had to train the townspeople to essentially arm themselves because these people never fought a day in their life. They literally said, okay, we're going to take that whole storyline and put that in part 2 of this movie. And then after all of the crap that happened, they still failed, but then they were rescued by some ancient AI robot, whatever.
Sounds like a Deus Ex Machina to me.
If that robot wasn't there, they would have completely been destroyed.
Was that the robot mentioned before?
Yes, that you saw on the screen. It was like,
so then it wasn't a Deus Ex Machina.
No,
Deus Ex Machina is like if it comes completely out of nowhere, it was never mentioned before.
Well, here's the thing.
It was like
a
gift of God, a divine intervention.
The robot was there in movie 1. We saw that it was nigh indestructible.
Well, so long that it was established.
But they didn't use it. The robot was nigh indestructible in the first movie, but decided to go off on its own and just watch everyone from afar. And then in the second movie, magically, with no help or encouragement from a human or anything like that to come and help, dude just came in and said, I'm going to save you guys, but only after a significant amount of you have died.
You gotta be the heroic. They come at the last minute.
Man, you can play the movie.
You cannot win.
Him. Rat bastard.
You're all here.
Me and Names watched this movie. I fell asleep.
Because there is nothing to return to.
I didn't see the end.
That guy, I don't know the name of that actor, but he looks just like my barber.
Wow.
The first time I seen him, it was in the movie Aragon. And I looked at him, I was like, him.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he look like Vic.
Look, they're teaching him how to fight.
And that's all y'all got. Next, it was farming.
Oh, this is a Zack Snyder movie. That makes so much sense.
Because of the slow motion?
Slow motion, having no soul.
Damn. But didn't he make Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
That was James Gunn.
Yeah. He made Batman v Superman. Fucking trash hat of DC. That was the beginning of the end with DC movies, I think.
No, the end of the DC movie started when they was trying to keep up with Marvel.
No, but I'm saying the first movie that was released that said this is the end was definitely Batman v Superman. Man of Steel was fine.
Are you truly prepared?
Wonder Woman was fine.
If they wanted to be different, they should have started with the Justice League and then had them break off from there.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry.
But instead, it seemed like they were rushing.
They're always rushing.
Because they was trying to keep up with Marvel. They were trying to compete with Marvel. Marvel was supposed to be like their rival.
Wait, pause this. What the hell do they need lightsabers for, bro?
It's Star Wars. I mean, it's Rebel Moon. It's
Jesus.
It's country discussions.
You know that they had red blades too. So that they even went with the colors. This movie just nabbed from everything. The fact that it hasn't been sued is beyond me.
Because it's transformative enough to be its own original
The fact that this
thing.
movie has not been sued is absolutely beyond
I just
me.
said it's transformative enough.
Transformative enough, man. Freak that. It's not transformative enough. You know how you transform this movie?
How old are you?
You know how you transform this movie?
Did he just say freak that?
I'm trying to watch my mouth these days.
What are you talking about?
I want to go to heaven.
You just cursed up a storm like 10 minutes ago.
No, I didn't. Am I gaslighting you?
I don't care.
Anyway,
whatever happens is in the afterlife. Hutchinson boy. He'd be like, yeah, that's me. You're going to hell. What did I do? You lied about cursing that one time.
Honestly, they're gonna open the book. They're gonna be like, Just
come on,
send him back. Like, come on,
send him away.
I did well. I swear. I tried my best. You're lying again. No, I'm not. We could tell. Anyways, this movie's trash. The only way that they could transform it to make it better is to literally burn it and forget.
You think there's gonna be a part 3?
Yes. From the way that this played out, there's gonna be a part 3, and I'm not looking forward to that crap at all. But let's finish this trailer.
You think they got the 4th?
I don't know.
Is there some new supernatural aspect to this movie?
Yes, there was a child that had the ability to heal people, but she was killed by the main character.
I remember that. She killed the kid, but she didn't kill other people because killing was wrong or something. Like she couldn't kill someone else because she felt bad, but she was okay with murdering a child.
It was stupid. It was really stupid. Because after she killed the kid, she instantly regretted it. Only because after she killed the kid, the person that ordered her to do it was going to pin the assassination on her.
But she did it, so what do you mean? You're not pinning something, she did it.
Yeah, but the thing is, she did it under orders. The person that ordered her to do it...
It don't matter, she still did it.
Oh my god! He was like, I need you to kill this kid. She was like, doom. And he was like, oh my god, you killed the kid! Oh my god, did you see that? I didn't do that, she did that. Oh my god. And then she's like, wait, what? No, that's not fair. He's like, no,
listen,
oh
listen.
You did that.
You could have said no.
Right, but she didn't say no. Yeah, we're about to close this video. There are a couple good trailers. I would say definitely see Spaceman, definitely see Code 8. Atlas, sure. I mean, it probably would be like a nice little boring blockbuster. It would be a good waste of time. Don't go for good acting, and don't go for really captivating story. Just go for a nice good time. And as far as this Rebel Moon and Rebel Moon 2, you'd have a better time sitting on the toilet scrolling through Facebook. So just do that. Instead, you have anything to add?
No.
Peace.